value of fork equal to that function. So kind of keep that in mind, that return value of fork is going to return whatever function returns. So now we're in our int function. And we've got int return value of fork equals fork. So we're going to fork this process. And now we've got two integer values that get set. So return value of fork. And remember, this gets set both for the parent and the child, because fork returns twice, once to the parent, once to the child. It returns 0 to the child, and it returns the child's process ID to the parent. So for now, we'll just say that that's 5, whatever that process ID is for the child. Alright. And so now we've got if return value of fork. So this one is going to be true, the parent process is going to be true, the child is going to be false. So we're going to enter the if statement in the parent process, and we're going to exit. So the parent process here actually dies. And the child process is the only one running. Yeah.
That if return value of fork, that's just looking for a non-zero, right?
Yeah. So the if return value of fork, that's kind of like a Boolean. If it's 0, it will not enter. If it's anything else, it will enter that if statement.
Meaning if it's 0, it's the child.
Right, exactly. So in this case, if it's the child, it will not enter the if. It's the parent, it will. So else, we know that that's only entered then by the child. We return that return value of fork. So now we're back in main. That return value is that return value of fork. So in the main, return val is going to equal 0. Alright. Now we're going to print hello world. So we have a print here. And then if not return value of fork. So right now this main return value of fork is 0. We take the not of that, that's going to be 1. So then we're going to enter that if statement and go into the next function. So now we're going to fork again. So we've got the child, or the parent, which we've got the child who now has its own child. So this has kind of become the parent, if you want to think about it this way, the child and the grandchild process. In this case, since this child process is now kind of the grandchild's parent, it now acts like a parent process as far as the return value of fork. So our return value for this one is going to get set to that process ID. We'll say that's 7. And this one, since it's the child, gets it to 0. I think, yeah.
We won't be able to supply a specific process.
Yeah, so we will never be able to supply specific process IDs. Remember from the shell lab, even between runs, those were different on your own computer. We have no idea what that's going to be. We just know it's not 0. Any questions about how we got to these two return values? The child, having a child. Alright, so let's see, now we hit that if return value of fork. So again, this process is going to enter that, so it's going to get killed off by the exit. And else we're going to return that return value of fork. So now here the main return val equals 0. And here again we have now we're at after the if statement. So we've got another print statement. This is the only process running, so that's the only one that prints anything. And then we exit, so this dies. So how many hello worlds are printed? Now you can go and just look at kind of our print statement. So we got 1, 2. 2 hello worlds are printed. Yeah.
Sorry, could you dream up those like the last 2 or 3 lines?
Yeah. So we start kind of back at that if statement in main. So within main, we've got the if not return value of fork. return value was 0 in fun, so that gets returned. So in main, the return value of